This included creating fire breaks in the roof, which has now limited the spread of flames. Crews are now working to extinguish the final pockets of fire. A number of staff and visitors left Somerset House before the brigade arrived, and there are no reports of any injuries. Crews have been working incredibly hard through the very hot weather and the heat of the fire to protect Somerset House from further damage. I'd like to thank all of our firefighters for their hard work so far. Crews will remain on scene into tomorrow, carrying out further operations. Throughout the incident, we have worked closely with the staff at Somerset House in order to coordinate our response. I'd also like to thank the Metropolitan Police Service and London Ambulance Service for their support this afternoon. The cause of the fire is now under investigation by the Brigade Specialist Fire Investigators. I'd now like to hand over to Jonathan Reiki, the Director of Somerset House, who will provide a further statement.
Thank you so much. Further to the statement of the London Fire Brigade, on behalf of Somerset House Trust, I'd like to say a sincere thank you to the emergency services, all the amazing staff at Somerset House and the visitors who responded so quickly and so diligently to ensure that everyone is safe and well. All of the messages we've been receiving show us how loved Somerset House is, and we really appreciate that support. It's too early to comment on the building's condition, but I think thanks to the efforts of the emergency services, I'm confident that the damage is to one small part of the building. As the London Fire Brigade continue their investigations and operations, Somerset House will remain closed to the public until further notice, but I'm happy to say that the Courtauld Art Gallery and Institute will remain open from tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jonathan Reiki, Director of Somerset House, there in that press conference alongside Keely Foster, Assistant Commissioner of the London Fire Brigade. He ended with some very positive news, announcing that the very crucial Courtauld Art Gallery will reopen tomorrow for visitors. Earlier here on Sky News, we were talking to Sir Charles Somerset-Smith, who told me about the importance of the art collection in the Courtauld Gallery. And so Jonathan Reiki saying that that will reopen tomorrow with visitors, clearly an indication that that precious artwork and that area has not been affected in a major way by that fire. Prior to that, Keely Foster, the Assistant Commissioner of London Fire Brigade, telling us that staff and visitors managed to leave the area. No reports of any injuries or casualties. Crews worked hard, she says, to protect further damage to Somerset House. Sky's Amelia Harper has been there all afternoon and this evening for us. And Amelia, that's a crucial part of this, isn't it? That, first of all, the numbers of emergency services, the London Fire Brigade, Met Police and London Ambulance that arrived to attend this emergency, but also the fact that the Fire Brigade managed to work to contain this fire.
Yeah, we got a sense in that press conference of the scale of the response required to tackle a building of the scale of Somerset House. The London Fire Brigade saying they received 30 calls today from people about the fire. They managed to get everyone out safely from around midday. But they said due to the nature of the building, it is an old building, that they had some extra complexity when conducting this extinguishing of the fire. They said they needed aerial ladders to carry out what they called a complex and technical response. As you mentioned there, they were trying to contain the fire. They said that this fire was located in part of the roof. We had confirmation earlier from Somerset House that this was in the West Wing. Firefighters still saying they don't know what caused the fire. This will be under investigation as time goes on. They will remain on scene until tomorrow. And they said that in terms of trying to contain the fire, they created fire breaks to surround it and prevent the spread. And they had a number of large aerial ladders there on the roof, shooting water onto the roof, where we saw pictures earlier of smoke billowing out of that as well. We also heard from Jonathan Reiki, who is the director of Somerset House. He sincerely thanked the emergency services for their swift response today, and for staff for dealing with this, managing to get everyone out in a timely and safe manner. He also said that they have had an outpouring of appreciation for Somerset House. He really thanks people for that, shows them how important this building is to London and to British culture. He said, like the fire service, it is too early to comment on what the cause of the fire is, but they will be liaising with the London Fire Brigade in the coming days to try to work out what has happened. We heard earlier that no artwork, crucially, has been damaged as part of this fire as well. And as I said, it will remain closed until further notice. This has very much been quite a complex situation for firefighters. 20 fire engines, 125 firefighters, and they are continuing, they say, to put out the last small pockets of fire as we speak.
Amelia Harper, live from Somerset House. Thanks very much indeed, as that press conference is held, reassuring us that no one was injured in this fire and firefighters have managed to contain the blaze.